Kids, Cash Cow back with another video. Today we're gonna dive into Man Wolf. Now before we start even talking on that, we did receive the news this week that Morbius had been delayed until April. And I'm like, oh, come on guys. Like, I was getting excited for that. I was ready for that. I was like, yes, finally. Like, they had been trying to do this movie as long as, like, Black Widow movie. Like, it's been a while. I don't know what direction they going in with that. But I feel like Man Wolf is going to be a character that kind of ties into that. So before I even tell you the comics that you guys might want to be on the lookout for, let's start it with this. Okay, Man Wolf is actually the son of J. Jonah Jameson, which anybody that's a Spider-Man fan knows. J. Jonah Jameson, that's too many J's anyway, is the head, publisher, the boss of the Daily Bugle. So this is his son. He discovers an amulet that actually he wears on his neck, and it creates and gives him powers, which makes him morph into, because I think he was actually an astronaut if I'm not mistaken. He discovers it on a voyage out of space, and he finds this amulet. And he comes back and he starts wearing that, and the next thing you know, the powers make it to where he's able to transform into Man Wolf. Now, originally, Man Wolf started off as a villain that would fight Spider-Man. Later on, he becomes more of a anti-hero or hero. He kind of switches, goes over to that side. But with them signing Agent Simon Stroud, who is played by Tyrese, and anybody that's seen the trailer for the Morbius knows that Tyrese is playing that character. I feel like one day they will try to tie Man Wolf into the Morbius story and try to get him out that way. Because spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Spider-Man already, you might want to skim through this. But at the end, Venom is like, hey, I want to meet that Spider-Man guy. I feel like Sony and Marvel are going to, or Sony may just do where they tie in certain movies to Marvel movies and they do their own Spider-Verse, and you start seeing characters like Black Cat. You're going to see Morbius, Man Wolf, a lot of those characters. Spider-Man has a real diverse community of good guys, anti-heroes, and villains. So the sky's the limit with that. You can go as far as you want with that, guys. Now, with that being said, I got 4 comics you guys might want to be on the lookout for with Man Wolf. And I'm starting to see certain ones are getting pretty hot. So I'm like, oh, okay. People, it's bubbling. People kind of like, he may be ready. Maybe ready. A year or 2 away. We'll see. But with that being said, guys, let's introduce the first comic. We got Marvel Premiere number 45. This is the first appearance where, I hope you guys can see that, the first appearance where Man Wolf is in Otherworld. It's basically like a realm in space that is led by sorcery and swords. So it's kind of like an origin of him, detailing, chronicling. I think this is when he finally becomes a champion. Then he's more of a hero then, compared to when he first was introduced back in the day. He was a problem. But I mean, this is a cool little book. Not a lot of people are really focused on it right now, so this is the time you guys might want to, scoop it up. with those origin stories of characters, and especially I think this is his first origin story of them. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's worth the shot. I would take a chance on it if I was you guys, especially if it chronicles him later on down the road. Because if they see a character successful, they're going to continue to be introduced, unless it's a one-off character, which I would advise you guys to kind of, buy one of those and just fall back on those. But Man Wolf is a character that he was around for a minute. He had a few issues. He didn't go away that quickly. And he was able to spread into where he got his own stuff, which is showing the growth of the character. With these movies and TV shows that's coming up, I think it's best that you guys continue to invest in characters that they have shown a growth in the comic book community. Like, they started off as a villain, then they got their own first solo series, then they got an origin, and then like, they continue to grow. They're not just, oh, we're gonna throw Hydro Man in there, and then you're like, okay, you might see Hydro Man in 2 or 3 other issues down the road, but after that, he's done. It's over with. That being said, check that one out, guys. Marvel Premiere number 45. And that's a sleeper spec. A lot of people aren't really worried about that one right now, but it's swords and sorcery, and it's in the space realm. And I think he has this sword that he actually has, because I said it's led by sword and sorcery. And I think he has this sword that he's able to use, and I forgot the name of it, but guys, get that book, check it out. It talks about it in that book. Alright, with that, my number 3 pick, guys. We got Creatures on the Loose number 30, featuring the Man Wolf. This is the first appearance of Agent Simon Stroud, and this is when the solo Man Wolf series or story begins. That's another book that I'm starting to see a few gains here and there, depending on the condition of the book. You're starting to see it creep past that 30, mark. So be on the lookout for those, guys. If Man Wolf does finally appear, this is gonna be a highly sought after book. That's the appearance of 2 characters. You're already gonna get one that's gonna be introduced in Morbius. But the agent is known for hunting down Man Wolf, so I feel like that, and then for him to sign a 3-picture deal with them, I think they're going to tie in a loose end with that. They can make Man Wolf an antagonist to Morbius in maybe the 2nd movie or the 3rd movie, and then straighten him on out, and he has his story to continue on. It's so many possibilities with this, guys. But check that out. Creatures on the Loose, number 30. Not bad. See, Man Wolf always is rocking that yellow. Then he eventually turns, it's the first solo story. That's another one people are kind of like, they're focused on the first appearance, which I get it. I really do understand it. And that's obtainable right now too, but that one's you're starting to see, if it's a high grade, it's going for a few $100s. So, hey, do what you gotta do, guys. But if you can't get that, like I said, get first solo story begins and the origins. It's the same playbook, guys. With that being said, number 3 out of this, we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 125. This is his 2nd appearance. Alright? Now, with the first appearance being where it's gotten hot, and it hasn't seen nothing yet because there's only rumors of Man Wolf. There's no confirmation or we're looking to cast this person. It's none of that. So this is only rumors. We're going off of speculation. But I don't see it being wrong because they're having one of the main characters that hunt him being introduced in the Morbius movie. So I don't see. I can only see it that way, where they continue to push forward Morbius, especially if it's successful. But who knows? With all these delays, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot with that, guys. But with that being said, that's his second appearance. See, the man wolf strikes again, guys. Gotta respect that. And then the fact that he's J. Jonah Jameson's son, so who knows what's been said in his ear about Spider-Man. So he's probably feeling the same way that his daddy feel, and don't get me started on that. Jonah Jameson is something wrong with him. I don't get his hang up with Spider-Man, but that is what it is. So hey, let it be. But that's his second appearance. Now, number 4, and the main one you guys need to be trying to get if you're really focused on the Man Wolf. And you already know what it is if you're focused on the Man Wolf. First appearance of him, but it's the Amazing Spider-Man 124. And you see on the cover, it's like, Jameson's that you? No, it's my son. See that? That issue is hot right now. But it hasn't seen nothing yet. It hasn't seen nothing. It's only going... If it's confirmed that Man Wolf, it's over. Like, excuse me. It's over. It's gone. Like, he was an astronaut, it's gone to the moon. This issue is gonna... It's already sought after, but it will be highly, highly sought after if it's confirmed that he finally will appear and how he will appear. You guys, this is the one you grab. If you can't grab nothing else out of Man Wolf series, grab that one. The other 3 are good pickups too if you can't afford this one, and if it's out of your budget already, those are still under $50. You got the second appearance. You got his first solo series title, and then you got the origin of him. Those you can pick up for under $50. This one, you're going to spend a little money. I mean, you might find one or two, a few, handful of them for maybe $70, $80. But that's more on the lower grade end. That's on the 2s and the 3s compared to if you really want a higher grade copy, you're going to spend some money. And that's based off of rumors, guys. So, can you imagine what will happen once he's confirmed? Just watch the market. Like, it's crazy because I sit back and when I have free time, I'm watching how people move on eBay or Instagram is buying comics, and I'm seeing certain characters introduced, and I'm like, wow, that price is spiked. That's spiked. That's spiked. And then you kind of start thinking, because, I mean, to be an investor is a thinking man's game. So you have to think, which way can they go? Where would they go? I think like some of them think, apparently, because the prices are starting to go up. But this is the main one you guys want to have. If you can't get nothing else, focus all your coins and chips on that comic. Hope you guys enjoying my content. If so, like, subscribe, comment if you want to. I do answer all of those. And let's continue to, big up this comic community. I hope things really won't take a back seat like they did last year as far as all delays and all that stuff. So I'm kind of like, oh, please, no, not again. Hopefully just a one-off thing with the Morbius, and they're trying to just start after the Spider-Man buzz died. But really, I didn't think they had to. Like, majority of the casual fans watch a movie and they're over it. They may like a character here and there, but after that, they're over it. We'll see, guys. But this is Cash Cow with another video. I'm out.